Hello, today I'm going to be showing you how to create a super basic mouse trail using Scratch. The first step is you're going to want to create a sprite, and then in the Costumes tab you're going to want to create 4 different types of that. I just have circles. You could do whatever you want. You could do stars, you could do hearts, or anything. And this is essentially just going to be the particles that are going to be going off of your mouse. Make sure that these are not too big, otherwise they will take up the whole screen. And then once you have that, you are going to create this super simple script. When the green flag is clicked, Control forever motion, go to mouse pointer, and also make sure that you put hide in there. So the sprite will be hidden, but as you can see, the X and the Y is changing because you know that it is following your mouse pointer. And then once you have that down, you can go into Control and create clone of myself, but make sure you put a super short delay in there, usually 0.05 seconds. It could also be 0.1. I'm going to be doing 0.1 because that is my personal favorite. And then what you're going to do is go into, when I start as a clone, you are going to go into Control, repeat 10 times, and you are going to go into looks. You are going to change the ghost effect by 10, and also to make a super cool effect when it is going off of your mouse, kind of turning in random directions. What you're going to do is go into Control, and you are going to repeat 10 times and go into motion, turn to the right, and then you can do pick random 1 to 3 degrees, and then once you have that, duplicate this block and then remove this and make sure that you have the turn left one now, and pick random 1 to 6 degrees. And then what you're going to do is place move 10 steps in there and move 10 steps in there, and make sure you actually put this inside of here. And also when it starts as a clone, make sure you show. And what that is going to do is just do this, and this is the first step to building our mouse trail. As you can see, it is following the mouse and it is going off in random directions. But to make this cooler and switch to random costumes every time, make sure that when it starts as a clone, go into motion, point in direction, pick random, -165, make sure that you do this exactly how I do, to 180. And that is going to point it in a random direction, and then it's going to be doing this. And then once you have that done, you can actually delete this. That was an accident. And so you have that now. And you could also move these down to 3. I like 3. And so then it'll move off a little bit slower. And as you can see, it is going in random directions and following the mouse pointer. You could also make it more intense by just removing the delay altogether. And as you can see, it's just going off in all directions. I'm going to do that. And then what you're going to do is to randomize the costume. As you could see, we had these 4 costumes, so that means that when I start as a clone, looks, switch costume to pick random 1 to 4. And that's going to switch our costume through a random 1, 2, 3, or 4. And that is going to give us a cool confetti effect. And as you can see, the mouse trail is now working, and it is going off in all directions, and it looks very pretty. And then you could do absolutely anything that you want with this, but make sure, again, that you delete this clone at the end. Otherwise it'll reach the clone cap, which is 300 clones, and it will stop working. So make sure that you put that in there. And then, as I was saying, if you wanted to change these, you could just select this. If you wanted a cooler effect, you could just copy paste and then do that for all of them. And then it will have this cool effect, which looks exactly like confetti, and it is very beautiful. That is all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.